New rule, the Chinese scientists who developed Chia, the lifelike female robot with the ability to talk and recognize facial expressions, had better get used to hearing the question, "You're about to have sex with me again, aren't you?" New rule, everyone has to face the fact that when I say I haven't seen a movie and you respond with a dumbstruck, "Really? You haven't seen it?" that my answer isn't going to change. Like I'm going to crack under your expert interrogation and own up to the fact that I secretly love the Twilight movies, which I don't because I've never seen them, and besides, Bella totally ruined everything by choosing Edward over Jacob, and all right, you got me this time. New rule, Joe Biden must wear those aviator sunglasses at all times. I know you're the Vice President of the United States, but somehow they make you look important. New rule, if James Bond is on a secret mission in Spectre, which involves not being seen, someone has to tell me why he's wearing all black in the snow. He doesn't look like a spy, he looks like a choreographer. My name is Fosse, Bob Fosse. New rule, if you're one of the 136 million people who watched the 4-minute video of a laughing housewife in a Chewbacca mask, you are never again allowed to say the words, "There's 4 minutes I'll never get back." And from now on, when any mom walks in on a kid whacking off and says, "What are you doing?" the kid gets to say, "Making better use of my time than you." New rule, now that Panera Bread says it will eliminate at least 150 artificial ingredients from its menu by the end of next year, they have to tell us, how many artificial ingredients does Panera Bread have? There aren't that many artificial things in LSD. And you know, Panera Bread is based in St. Louis, just like Monsanto. I'm starting to think they might be the same company. Like some guy in a lab coat was messing around with chemicals and then, holy shit, I made a panini. New rule, if you fell for that hoax this week that you could protect your privacy on Facebook by posting a notice from the Rome statutes, get off the internet and go chase a ball into the street.
Yes. Yes.
Trust me, no one wants your intellectual property. New rule, the British teenagers who invented a condom that changes color when exposed to STDs have to tell us what the hell they've been doing after school. When I was that age, I made a volcano for the science fair. But hey, kids, congratulations for making a condom that no man will ever buy. The pregnancy test is scary enough, and that's not on your dick. New rule, if you think you might have measles, don't go to Disneyland. Go to Knott's Berry Farm. I was there once. It's nothing but dirtbag teenagers skipping school, so you might as well infect them. And at least it'll give them an excuse to be chugging cough syrup all day.
Start the clock.
New rule, this couple in Scotland who took their dog in for gender reassignment surgery has to move to America just to see Republicans freak out over which fire hydrant it uses. New rule, someone has to explain why the only child stars to never go bankrupt and on drugs always look like they're bankrupt and on drugs. New rule, the South Carolina woman with the black eyeballs who was arrested for inviting a man to her home so she could rob him at gunpoint has to answer this question. Will you marry me? All these years I've worried that marriage would get old. Not with this chick. When you walk through the door, she doesn't say, "How's your day, hon?" She pistol whips you, zip ties your legs, and says, "Now make me a meatloaf, faggot." New rule. DJs like Daft Punk, Deadmau5, Marshmello, and Cassette, who wear helmets when they perform, have to take them off. You may not be the best-looking rock stars ever, but if Axl Rose, Iggy Pop, and Marilyn Manson could go on stage without a mask, so can you. New rule: Angela Merkel and Vladimir Putin need to move on to the next speed date. Clearly, this one is not working out at all. Then again, Putin doesn't want to have a mature relationship with a smart, powerful woman. He wants a bitch. And finally, new rule: now that the media, the White House, and political junkies have made such a big deal about the first 100 days, let's stop doing that. 100 days, it's such an arbitrary number, like waiting a half hour to swim after you eat, or waiting for the third date to have sex, or not having a drink until 5 o'clock. Who can make that up? But in the case of Donald Trump, I will say this about 100 days. It does give us enough evidence to ask those liberals who couldn't bring themselves to vote for Hillary because she was the lesser of two evils, quite a bit lesser, wouldn't you say now?